What's up? My name is Simon, and in this video I'm going to show you step by step how to get started with the email marketing software MailChimp. So if you're a complete beginner to email marketing and you're just getting started using MailChimp, then this is the perfect video for you to watch. I realized that there are a lot of tutorials already out there about MailChimp, and a lot of them are very good, but a lot of them are also outdated. They're missing some key elements, or they're just overcomplicating things a lot. So what we're going to focus on in this video is to teach you all the necessary and key elements of MailChimp in the shortest time possible. Now, if you're looking for a specific part about MailChimp, you can just hover over the progress bar of this video and find the exact part that you're looking for, so you don't waste any time watching me talk about things that aren't interesting to you. So do that, or if you have any questions, just leave them below in the comment section and I'll make sure to get back to you as soon as possible with an answer. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time and get started with the tutorial. So to get started, just head over to mailchimp.com, and then to get started, just click on sign up free on the top right. And here just type in your email address, decide on a username and on a password. Then I usually make sure that I have this one unticked right here, unless you want to get a lot of promotional emails from MailChimp, and then you can tick this. Otherwise, just make sure it's unticked and then click sign up. Alright, so in this next step, we have to confirm the email address that we have just used to sign up with. So I'm going to go to my email inbox right here. And there we go, we have a new email from MailChimp. Just click on it and then click on activate account right here. And that will take us back to MailChimp, where again we have to kind of confirm that we are not a robot. So let's click on I'm not a robot. And then we have to decide on a plan. So for 99% of you, probably the free plan will be more than enough for getting started with email marketing. So I'm going to choose the free plan right here. If you have more than 2,000 contacts that you want to import to MailChimp, so if you already have an email list, then you need to go with one of the higher plans right here. But for most of you, the free plan will be good. So I'm going to choose this one, click complete. And then we have to give some more information about us and our business. So let me just quickly fill this out right here. And you don't need to fill out the website URL or the phone number part here. As you see here, it's optional. So I'm going to leave this out and click continue. So here MailChimp is asking us for a physical address, which they need to do because of the international anti-spam laws. They need to put your physical address at the bottom of every email that you'll be sending out to your subscribers. So I usually recommend to just put in your business address right here. And if you don't have one, get something like a PO box that you can use to put in here. Otherwise, you would have to put your home address, and you don't really want to have your subscribers see your home address at the bottom of every email. If you want to get some more ideas of what addresses you can put there, just click on physical address alternatives right here, and then you can read this article from MailChimp, and then they'll get you some more ideas what you can put in here. But you want to make sure it's a legitimate address, and then we'll move on. So do you have any contacts? Here I'm going to say yes, because I'm going to be showing you how to import contacts to MailChimp. So how many email subscribers? Let's say we have 500 or less. Click continue. And what do you offer? You can skip all this because it doesn't really matter. You're going to get the same anyway. So click on skip. And you're ready to go, want to stay in the loop. So usually I don't tick any of this because you'll just get more, you'll get flooded with emails in your main inbox. So I'm just gonna untick all of this and click on let's go. All right, so now we are inside of the dashboard of our new MailChimp account. And as you can see here, they kind of want to guide you through setting up your MailChimp account. And you can just click all of this away. I'll do this later because I'm going to be showing you everything that you need to know in this tutorial, so you don't really need to use this kind of guide from MailChimp itself. So just go to your dashboard, and then we're going to take a look at how to navigate through MailChimp. So what you see here is the so-called dashboard, where you basically see an overview of what's going on inside of your MailChimp account. So you see an overview of your audience, how much they're growing, how many email subscribers you've gained in the past week, and you see how your campaigns are doing. Obviously, there's not much going on right now because we've just set up our account and we don't have any subscribers, we don't have any email campaigns. So this is kind of boring to look at the dashboard right now. But you'll see that once you've launched some campaigns, once you've gained some new subscribers, that this dashboard will become a lot more interesting. Whenever you want to come back to this dashboard, just click on this monkey icon on the top left where it says dashboard, and then you'll get back to this main dashboard where you see an overview of what's going on. What you'll usually use to navigate through MailChimp is this menu here on the left side. So you have this icon, this pen icon where it says create, where you can click on, and you basically have some quick links here to create new campaigns, to create new emails, to create a landing page, a survey, or a lot of things that you'll use a lot inside of MailChimp. So these are basically some quick links that we're also going to use in this tutorial. Then you have this audience menu right here, where it's basically how you can manage your audience, your email subscribers. You can give them tags, you can segment your subscribers, and so on. You have campaigns where you obviously see all of your campaigns, how they're doing. You can see reports and stuff like that. Then you have automations, which is only available for, it's not available for the free plan. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you a quick demo of how this works, but it's not going to be a very in-depth tutorial about automations because it's kind of an advanced feature. Then you have websites, which is something they have added because MailChimp, like other email marketing providers, want to become like an all-in-one marketing platform. So they have added websites, but personally, I wouldn't use MailChimp to build websites because what they're good at is email marketing and not really building websites. So this is something you can try out for yourself, but it's not really something I would recommend. Then you have the content studio where you can add your logo, your products, if you have some Instagram, stuff like that. It's not very important actually. And then you have integrations. So if you want to integrate MailChimp with all kinds of different softwares, then this is where you do it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up the email address that we'll be using to send out emails from. I signed up to MailChimp using a simple Gmail address, but I want to send out emails from my branded email address, which is simon@madixmedia.com, because it looks a lot more professional and the chances of actually ending up in the inbox compared to the spam folder of my subscribers is a lot higher when you use a branded email address from your own domain. So that's really what you want to do. Don't use something like AOL, Gmail or Hotmail to send out emails from. Actually get your own domain, which costs like $9, and then set up your own branded email address. So to set this up inside of MailChimp, we go to the left side menu here where it says website, then we click on website, and then we go to domains. And here we want to set up a new email domain, so we click on verify email domain, and then we type in the email address that we want to set up and send out emails from. In my case, this would be simon@madixmedia.com because madixmedia.com is my domain. So make sure you actually have access to this domain, that this is your domain. Then click on send verification email, and that will send an email to this exact email inbox that I have just typed in. So you have to have access to this email. So let me just quickly log into this email and confirm that I own this one. All right, so I have logged into my email and this is what I've got from MailChimp. So all you have to do here is just copy this code, and then we're gonna go back to MailChimp and we're gonna paste this code into this field right here. And then I'm gonna click on verify. And as we see, domain successfully verified, click done. And now you have this new email domain set up, so you can now send out emails using this domain. So you can send out emails from contact@madixmedia.com, simon@madixmedia.com, and so on. Now there's one more step I really recommend you do, which is to authenticate your domain. You don't necessarily need to do this, but I really recommend you do it because then it will increase your delivery rates, which means that your emails will be actually be delivered inside of the main inbox of your subscribers, because that's the main goal of email marketing. You want people to see your emails and you don't want to lose them inside of the spam folder or the promotions folder. So it really helps to kind of authenticate your domain. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. Click on authenticate right here, and don't be scared. This kind of looks overwhelming, but it's not really that hard. You have to add a CNAME record to your domain. So wherever you have registered your domain, you have to log in there. So maybe it's GoDaddy, maybe it's Namecheap. Personally, I have it on Bluehost, so that's where I'm gonna do it. So all you have to do is to log in. So I'm logged into my Bluehost account right here. I'm gonna click on domains, and I'm gonna go to let's say I'm gonna go to this domain right here because that's the domain I have just set up. Then I'm gonna click on this button right here, click on DNS. So probably for other providers, it's also called DNS or cPanel or something. And if you don't find it, just ask support and they will help you to ask those CNAME records. Here I'm gonna scroll down. I'm gonna look for CNAME right here. I'm gonna click on add record. And then I'm gonna go back to MailChimp. And so this is what you have to copy. This first one right here, copy, go back to Bluehost, and then paste it into the host record. Paste it right here, and then go back to MailChimp. Then we're gonna copy this one right here, copy, and we're gonna paste it into this. Paste, then click save. And then we have to do the same thing again for the second one, which is basically just a backup. So again, copy this, go back to your registrar, click on add record, paste this here, go back, copy this, copy, go back to Bluehost, paste this here, and then click on save. Now, usually this takes like 30 minutes until it's propagated and until it works. And MailChimp will probably send you an email once it's set up. So this is actually everything you have to do. And now you have kind of authenticated your domain, which will really help your delivery rates. You can click on authenticate domain right here. And as you see, this is not working yet because it actually takes up to 48 hours. In my experience, it takes like 30 minutes. So depending on what your provider is, it might take longer or shorter. Just go back to your domains right here and then check after like 5 hours if it works. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into your audience settings. So go to the left side menu, click on audience, and then go to preference center on the bottom. And then you want to go to settings right here and click on audience name and defaults. And here, when you have a free account with MailChimp, you only get one audience, but that doesn't really matter because one audience is all you need. If you want to segment your audience, you can do that using tags. So don't really worry about that. You can give your audience a name right here. So for me, let's name this Medics Tutorials, which is fine actually. And then we're going to scroll down where it says form settings. And this is something I would recommend you turn off. So enable double opt-in, which means that when somebody signs up to your email list using like a registration form or a landing page, then if you have this turned on right here, then they will have to kind of confirm again that they want to be signed up for your email list, for your email newsletter. And that will lead to a lot of people not actually signing up. So to make it easy for you and your subscribers, just disable double opt-in right here unless you really want to use it. So by default, it's turned off anyway. So I'm just going to leave it as it is right here. And then I'm going to scroll down and go to campaign defaults, where I can adjust the from name. So when somebody gets an email from you, you want to define the name that they'll see. So for me, I would say something like Simon, and then I would say something like Medics Media, so that they know who I actually am. So make sure this is something that is relevant to you, the from name, which they will be seeing every time they will get an email from you. Then you can change the from email address from what you've used to sign up with to what you have just set up. So for me, I've just set up my domain, which is medicsmedia.com. So I want to have my default email address be simon@medicsmedia.com. It could also be info@medixmedia.com or contact@medixmedia.com. Doesn't really matter. But if you just define it here, you don't have to change it every time when you create a new email. You can also decide on a default subject line from your emails if a lot of your emails will be named the same way, but probably you're not gonna need to use this. And that's pretty much everything I'm gonna do here. You can also give yourself an email when somebody signs up to your email list, but you're just gonna be flooded with emails probably, so I wouldn't recommend this. And that's actually everything I'm gonna do here. Click on Save Audience and Campaign Defaults. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to import your existing contacts, so your existing email list, into MailChimp. So if you're just getting started with email marketing and you don't have any contacts yet, then this part will probably be irrelevant for you, so you can just skip ahead to the next part. But if you already have an email list and you want to obviously continue to use those contacts, you want to import that email list into MailChimp. So to do that, we just go to the left side here where it says Audience Dashboard. We're going to click on Audience Dashboard. And then you already see this button right here where it says Import Your Contacts. So I'm going to click on that. And then you have two different options to import your contacts. So you can just upload a file or you can copy and paste your contacts from your file. I would suggest you just use the upload option because it's a lot easier and faster. And pretty much every email marketing provider, they offer the option to export your email list into a CSV file. So export your contacts to a CSV file and then choose the upload option and click on Continue to Upload. Then we have to choose the document, click on Browse. And here I've kind of prepared an example email list that I've exported from GetResponse, which is another email marketing provider. So I'm going to click on Open, click on Continue to Organize. And then you want to make sure that the status is set to subscribed. Otherwise, they will have to resubscribe to your list, which is not something you want to do. You don't want to bother your contacts with resubscribing and all that kind of stuff because they've already subscribed to be on your email list. So make sure it's subscribed, and then you can click on Update Any Existing Contacts. If you already have contacts on your MailChimp account, for us, we don't have any yet because I've just created this account. Doesn't really matter what you tick here. Then click on Continue to Tag. And here's where you can give a tag to each subscriber that you're importing right now. So let's say these subscribers that you're importing right now are all interested in your blog post. So you would give them the tag blog. Or maybe these are your customers, so we'd give it the tag customer. Whatever makes sense to you. Let's say I want to know that I have imported them from GetResponse, so I'm going to name this import from GetResponse. All right, let's continue. Click on Continue to Match. And here's where you have to tell MailChimp what column in that CSV file belongs to what information. So it already recognizes that the email address, that these are email addresses right here, so it's already kind of assigned. Then here, these are the first names. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the orange field right here, and I'm going to say this is the first name. Click on Confirm, and then this column will change to white. So now MailChimp recognizes this column right here as a first name. And that's pretty much everything I usually import into my new account. You can go through there and maybe you see some information that you also want to import, like maybe location, maybe a tag, or like, I don't know, whatever you need. Personally, I just use the email address and the name because everything else I don't really use in my marketing. So then click on Finalize Import and then click on Complete Import. All right, so we see your import was successful. We've updated 23 contacts and added 4 new contacts. You can ignore this right here because I have just tried this out before. Probably for you, it will say probably 0 or 1, doesn't really matter. So that's how you import your contacts. We can click on Exit on the top right, and then we can go to All Contacts right here, which is the place where you can see an overview of all your contacts. So you see we have 5 different contacts in there right now. We have some tags. So these are the ones that I've imported, which is the import from GetResponse tag. They're all subscribed. and then you also have some ratings and stuff, which kind of update automatically when people interact with your content. They will get a higher rating. All right, cool. So now we already have a couple of email subscribers on our audience list here on MailChimp. And obviously you want to continue to grow your email list, so your audience needs a way that they can use to sign up to your email list. So there are basically a couple of options you can use. If you have a website, you probably want to put a simple registration form on your website. So there's like the pop-up form that will just appear on your website after a couple of seconds, or when they scroll past a certain part on your website, or maybe when they want to close your site, then this pop-up will appear and people can sign up to your email list. The other way would be a simple registration form, an inline form that you can put in your blog post, that you can put on the footer of your website, or wherever it makes sense. And then if you don't have a website, or you don't want to use your website to gain new email subscribers, you can also create a simple landing page. And I'm going to show you how to do all of them in this tutorial. So let's start with a simple pop-up form to put on your website. So let's go to this little pen icon on the top here where it says create. And then you want to scroll down to sign up form right here. And here we see those three options. So you have the embedded form, the pop-up form, and the sign up landing page. So let's get started with the pop-up form. So click there. And then we have to decide on what audience those people will get put on when they sign up through that form. So if you have the free plan from MailChimp, you only have one audience anyway. So just choose your audience and then click on begin. And that will take us into the form builder of MailChimp. Now, a form is not very complicated design element, so there's not much you can change here, but there are a couple of customization options you have. So first, click on layout on the left side and then decide on your basic layout for your pop-up form. So here, the first one, you have the image on the right side and then the text on the left side. Here you have it on the left side, the image. So choose whatever makes sense for you. Maybe you don't want to have an image at all. Personally, I'm going to choose this one right here, which is the default one, where we can put in an image on the top and then we can change the text on the bottom. So let's choose this one. And then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set image right here. So I'm going to put in an image. I've already uploaded this image right here. Probably for you, you have to click on upload and then choose whatever image you want to upload. And then it will be here. You can select it and then insert. And this form will be for like an video editing website where you ask people to sign up to your newsletter, where you'll share editing tips. So this is why I have this editing tips picture on the top. Then you can also change the text here. So let's say get our weekly editing tips. Then they can type in the email address right here. So this is obviously required. And you can also ask for more things, like for example, I like to ask for their first name because then I can personalize the emails by using their first name. So I'm going to click on the plus right here and I'm going to choose first name and I'm going to put this first name on the top. So I'm going to click on this arrow right here and that will put this field on the top. You can also make it required if you turn this on, but I usually just don't make it required because I don't want people to not sign up because they don't want to give me their first name. So I'm going to leave it at that. And then you can also change the subscribe button. So let's say this should say something like sign up. And I'm going to put it in the middle. So I'm going to choose this. And I like to make my buttons green because, I don't know, it's just how I like to do it. Green is obviously something good. So I'm going to make it green. That's basically it. You can also put in a disclaimer at the bottom right here. And all of those made with MailChimp and stuff, you can really turn this off if you're on the free plan. If you're on the paid plan, you can always turn this one off. Cool. Now you can also change the success message, which is the thing they will see when they type in their information successfully. Then they will see this right now. Let's change this to thanks for subscribing. Go to your email inbox for a free gift. Something like that, because I usually try to get them to open my first email right away, because that will help with my delivery rates, because when providers like Gmail see that people are actually opening my emails, then the emails that I will be sending after that will be more likely to actually be in the main inbox, which is the goal. So this is the success message. Let's leave it at that. And then let's go back to the left side here and choose style. So here is where you can change the basic font. So let's change it to Verdana or something else, Arial, whatever you think works well for you. Let's also change this to the middle right here. So let's now go to the settings on the left side. And here's where we can change the overlay opacity, which means that the higher you pull this up here, the darker the background will be. So the more your form will stand out. I usually put this quite high because I want to make the background, so my website, a bit darker, which makes my pop-up stand out a bit better. So I'm going to put it here. Then the display option, you can decide on when your pop-up form will be displayed. So right now it's set to immediately, which is something I wouldn't recommend, because people, when they visit your website, they don't want to be hit with an instant pop-up form right away. So I usually put it on 20 seconds, scroll to the middle of page, or to on exit. On exit means when somebody wants to close out of your page, then they will see the pop-up. For demonstration purposes, let's put it on 5 seconds, so then we can see if it actually works. Then show MailChimp badge. Obviously you can't turn this off if you're on a free plan. So if you want to turn this off, you need to upgrade to a paid plan. And then the position, you can either put it in the middle of your website, which is the modal one, or you can just make it slide out from the bottom right, which is a bit more subtle. I'm going to put it in the middle right now as a demonstration. And that's basically it. That's all of the settings we can change here. So next step is to actually connect this form to our website. So let's click on connect website right here. And then we have to type in the website that we want to connect. So I'm going to connect it to kind of my demonstration website, which is called www.medicstutorials.com. Click on get started. And all we have to do now is we have to copy this code right here. So click on copy to clipboard, and then we have to paste it into the header of our website. So if you have your website on Wix or Squarespace, you have to kind of access your header code and then just paste it in. If you don't know how to do it, just contact support of these providers, and then they will definitely help you putting this into the header. I'm going to show you how to do it with WordPress, because I know most people use WordPress to build their sites. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do now. So I'm going to go over to my WordPress dashboard, and the easiest way that I find to do it is to use a plugin called Insert Headers and Footers, because with many templates or many themes, you don't have access to your header code. So I'm going to use a simple plugin. So click on plugins right here, click on add new. And then I'm going to search for headers and footers, or header and footer. Search for that. And then the first one that comes up, insert headers and footers. I'm going to click on install now. And then you want to activate it. Cool, so now we have installed that plugin that helps us with inserting our header. So all we have to do now is click on settings on the bottom left, and then we're going to choose insert headers and footers. So all we have to do here is paste our script that we have copied into this section right here, and then scroll down and click on save. Cool, so now we can go back to MailChimp, and then we have to click on check connection right here. And now we see success, your site has been connected. So all we have to do now is click on this button right here to activate this pop-up on our website. So turn this on and then click on close. So let's open up a new window and let's see if this actually works. So let's type in medicstutorials.com, And then after 5 seconds, when we actually land on this website, we should see that pop-up appear. And there we go. We see the pop-up right here, get our weekly editing tips. So let's see if it works when we type in some information. So let's type in Simon, and let's type in Simon media@gmail.com. Click on sign up. Thanks for signing up. Go to your email inbox for a free gift. Awesome. And then it disappears and we're back on the website. So let's go back to MailChimp and see if we are actually on our audience list. So let's go to audience right here and then click on all contacts. And there we go. Simon.media.gmail is now on our email list. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to create a simple inline form, or also called embedded form, that you can put on your WordPress website. You can put it on your blog post, on your sidebar, or on your footer, basically wherever you feel that it makes sense on your website. And really the easiest way to put this on your WordPress website is to use a plugin called MailChimp for WordPress. So all we have to do is to head over to our WordPress dashboard right here, and then go to plugins on the left side and click on add new. And then what you want to look for is something called MC4WP, which is short for MailChimp for WordPress. And then it's this one right here, MailChimp for WordPress. Now you see I already have it installed and activated. So make sure to click on install and then click on activate. And then you will see this plugin on the bottom left right here, where we can start to connect our MailChimp account to our WordPress. So click on MailChimp right here once everything is installed with your plugin. And then we have to connect it by pasting our MailChimp API key into this field right here. So go back to your MailChimp account, and to get our API key, we have to go to the bottom left where you see your name right here, click on it, and then go to account. And then go to extras and click on API keys. And as you see, I already have created an API key. So where it says your API keys, you will see something like this right here. So click on create and create a key right here. And then you will also see this one right here where you see your key. So all you have to do once you have created your key is right click, click on copy, and then head back over to WordPress and just paste your key into this field right here. Click on Save Changes. And then it will be connected to your WordPress account. So now we can move on to actually build our form that we want to put on our website. So let's go to the left side, click on Form under MC4WP. And let's give our form a title. So let's say Medics Tutorials as a title for this form. And then we have to decide on what audience list those people will go on. I only have one audience, Medics Tutorials. That's fine. Click on Add New Form. And here's where we can build our form. So when you scroll down here, you see the form preview window right here, where you see exactly what the form will look like on your website. So most likely this will look a bit different in your case compared to mine, because it kind of takes the same design of your already existing website and applies that same design to your form, which is very cool, so that the form perfectly integrates to our website. So depending on what theme you have, this will look a bit different. You will have different colors and also a different font. So the way you build it, let's say we want to add also a first name field. All we have to do is go to first name, click on first name right here, and then we can add a first name field. Let's say first name and then your first name as a placeholder. You can also make it required if you take this right here. I usually don't make it required, and then click on add to form, and that will add the HTML code in this form window right here. And again, on the right side, you see exactly how it will look on your website. So you can also add things like agree to terms and stuff like that, but I usually just don't do this. I just usually keep it simple and just ask for the first name and the email address. So you can also change the button to, let's say we're giving something away. So we say send me the free ebook now, and you can change the button to say basically anything. So let's click on Save Changes, and then we move on to the second part. So let's click on Messages. And the only thing I change here is the successfully subscribed message, which is what people will see when they enter their details. So right now it says, thank you, your sign up request was successful. Please check your email inbox to confirm. And because I don't want to have double opt-in, I'm going to turn double opt-in off in a second now. I'm not going to say something like this. All I'm going to say is, thank you, your sign up request was successful. Check your email inbox and download this free ebook, something like that. And that's actually it. Let's scroll down, click on Save Changes. Then we're going to go to Settings, and we already have decided that they will go on the Melics tutorials list. And here is where I turn off the double opt-in. Again, double opt-in is where people have to again confirm that they actually want to be on your email list by clicking on a button in the first email they will get from you. And I usually don't like this, because that will just make it harder for people to sign up, and a lot of people will not kind of find this email, or they will just not click the button. So you will lose a lot of subscribers. So I usually just turn this off right here. And then in my first email, I always tell them if they want to unsubscribe at any time, they can just go to the bottom of the email and then click on unsubscribe. So turn double opt-in off, updating existing subscribers, okay. You can also give it a tag. So let's say this is free ebook website. So I know where those people came from. And then that's okay, hide form after successful sign up. So I usually, you can click on yes, so people don't see the sign up form anymore. When they have already signed up, I usually just keep it as it is. So I'm going to click no. And then you can also redirect people to a specific URL if they sign up. So if you want to, you can direct them to the URL where you're giving away that free ebook that you're promising when people sign up to your list, or it will just say the success message that we have just adjusted. I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm going to click on Save Changes. And then we go to the next part where it says Appearance. And here is where you can change the style of the form. And as a default, it takes the style of your already existing website. So for me, this is 2020 theme. You can also change it to red theme, green theme, blue theme, but I would suggest you just leave it as it is, because then it will take the design of your already existing theme. So then we click on Save Changes. And then to actually put the form on our website, all we have to do is to copy this shortcode right here, double click, right click, copy. And then let's say we want to put it on our blog post. So let's go to an example blog post. Let's click on all posts, and then click on this Hello World post right here. And let's try to insert this form that we have just created into this specific blog post. So let's just right click, paste. That will paste the shortcode right here. Click on update on the top right. And then we're going to preview in a new tab. And now, as you can see, it takes the exact font of the website and the exact color scheme of the website and inserts this form into your blog post. It's that easy. So let's actually try it out as well. So I'm going to type in Simon number 2 and simon2@gmail.com and click on send me the free ebook now. And then it says, thank you, your sign-up request was successful. Check your email inbox and download this free ebook. And obviously, then you would send them an email giving them the free ebook that you have promised them. And you can also automate all of this. I'm going to show you this later in this tutorial. I also want to show you how to put that form into the sidebar or into the footer. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard and then go to Appearance and then customize. Then go to widgets, and here you have the footer 1 and footer 2 widget, which is this one is the 1 and this is the 2. So let's say we want to put that form right here. So we would click on footer number 1 and then go to add a widget. And here we can we can just choose MailChimp sign up form. And then it will put that form at the bottom of our website. We can also change the title right here. So let's say get our free ebook, something like that. And that will change the title of this form right here. And again, let's try it out as well. So first of all, let's click on publish. And then let's go to our website, visit site. Let's see if it's actually there. So let's go back to the home page, scroll all the way down, and let's type in Simon number 3, simon3@gmail.com. Click send me this free ebook now. And then it says, thank you, again, the success message. So let's now actually check if those people are now on our audience list. Let's go to MailChimp, click on audience, go to all contacts. And there we go. We have Simon number 2 and Simon number 3 as a new contact. So that's exactly how you can simply import or put registration forms as an inline form on your WordPress website. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to create a simple landing page using MailChimp that you can then use as a standalone website that is just for collecting new email subscribers, new email leads for your business. So to create a landing page, we just go to the top left on this pen icon where it says create, and then we scroll down and click on sign up form. And now we're going to choose sign up landing page on the top right. And first we have to give our landing page a name. So I'm going to create a landing page where I give away a free lead magnet, which is the term for giving something away for free in exchange for a new lead. So I'm going to give away a free checklist that is designed to help people optimizing their videos for YouTube. So I'm going to name it YouTube SEO checklist. And then choose your audience you want people to be on once they sign up using this landing page, and then click on begin. And here we have a couple of different templates kind of as a starting point to build our landing page. Now, I usually go for a very simple template because I don't like to have too many things on my landing page that distract people from actually signing up. So I'm going to use this very simple grow your list template, and we're going to build our landing page from there. So click on your template, and that will take you inside of the landing page builder of MailChimp. Now the way it works is if you want to add a new block right here, so you see we have 4 different blocks. We have this logo, this headline, this text, and the sign up form. If you want to add something new, just go to the right side on this blocks field and then just drag in whatever you want to have in your canvas. So I just dragged in an image. And whenever you want to adjust a block right here, just click on it, and then on the right side, the menu about this specific block will open up, and then you can change the content, the style, and also a couple of more settings. And once you've done, just click on save and close. And that's basically everything you need to know to build your landing page. So let's actually go ahead and create a simple landing page. So first, I don't want to have a logo on the top, so I'm just going to click on this trash icon and get rid of this, click delete. And I do want to insert an image on the top, so I'm going to click on browse right here. And I've already uploaded this image, so if you don't have anything here, just click on upload on the top right, and you put this image into your content library. And once it's in there, just select it and then click on insert on the top right, and that will insert our top image. So here I'm just going to have something to make people sign up to my email list, so they will get this YouTube optimization checklist, so they can rank #1 on YouTube for certain keywords. Then I'm going to change the headline here. Let's say something like learn how to rank #1 on YouTube using these easy steps. Kind of as a headline. And then I'm going to change this text as well. Just click on it And then on the right side, we're going to change the content to enter your name and email address to get instant access to this checklist. And let's make this a bit bigger. So I'm going to highlight it right here, change the size to, let's say 24, or let's make it 21. And let's center this as well. So I'm going to go to style, and then I'm going to choose the center option right here. So to make it centered. And that's actually everything I'm going to put on my landing page. Now I'm going to move on to the sign up form option here. So I'm going to click on that. And I'm also going to add a first name field. So I'm going to click on first name right here, and that will add this field on the bottom. And you can normally move these around, but the email address has to be the first field of your landing page. You can't really change this, unfortunately, but doesn't matter. We just ask for the email address first. You can also make this required by just activating this button right here. I usually don't make it required, but that's up to you. And then let's move on, scroll down here, and let's change the button text to get, let's say, instant access to this checklist. And let's change the color as well. So let's go to style, and let's go to button style, and then change the color from blue to, let's make it kind of a green. Cool. You can also change like the borders and all that kind of stuff. So just go through there, play around with it a bit until you find that the design works for you. So let's now go back to content on the top right here, and then scroll all the way down until you see button, and then send to. After form is submitted, send visitors to. And here you can either, let me quickly drag myself to the left side here. So here you can choose if you want to have them sent to a specific URL. So you can change this to web address, and then type in whatever URL you want people to go to after they sign up here. So what you could do is send them directly to, let's say, your Dropbox folder where you have that PDF that you're giving away here, or to a specific thank you page on your website. Or what you can do is just change this to confirmation message, and right now it's saying success, you've been added to the audience. Now I want to change this to success. Check your email inbox and download the checklist now, because I want people to actually go to their inbox and go ahead and open up my email, because that in the future will really help my delivery rates. Now, what you could also do if you want to give them your lead magnet right away is something like download your checklist here. And then all you need to do is highlight this, go to the link icon right here, and then you're going to change this to either a web address, so you can send it directly to your Dropbox or Google Drive or whatever, or you can just put that file on MailChimp itself. So you can click on File right here, and then you can upload this file. So for me, it would be youtubechecklist.pdf, and then it will upload it to MailChimp itself. And then you just click on Insert, and then whenever they sign up here, they will get this message. So let's say success, check, download your checklist here, and that's it. So they don't need to go to their email. But again, I prefer the method where you actually send them whatever you're giving away in the first email, because then they will have to open your first email, which again will help your delivery rates. So that's it. Click on Save and Close. And then let's preview our landing page. So go to the top right where it says Preview. And this is what the landing page currently looks like on desktop. And then you can also change to mobile. This is what it looks on mobile. All right, so let's close out of this right now and click on Save and Close on the bottom right. And here we can finalize our settings. So page title is YouTube SEO checklist. We can leave it at that. Then this is the current URL that you have to send people to if you want them to get to your landing page. This is fine if you want to do that, but I would actually suggest you put it on your own domain or your own subdomain, because it's a lot better for your branding and it's a lot more professional. I'm going to show you how to do this in a second. Audience and tags. Now you can change this one as well, edit audience. Obviously I only have one, and then you can also add tags. So let's add a tag here, let's say YouTube checklist. So I know that people who have this tag came through this landing page. Click save, and then the content we have just created. Cool. So on the top we need to click publish right here, and then this website is published, or this landing page. So we can check it out by clicking on here, open this in a new tab, and this is how it currently looks like. Again, you can test it out right here, type in an email address and the name, and then see if it actually will work. Now I want to quickly show you how to use your own domain to host this landing page on. So I'm going to go back right here, go back to this menu, and then I'm going to click on edit URL. And now I'm going to choose, I want to choose use a custom domain. So I first have to connect my domain to MailChimp. So I'm going to click on connect domain right here. And that will take us to our website menu here and domains. So I have to scroll down and click on connect domain. And here is where you want to type in your domain that you want to have your landing page on. So for example, I can put it on medicstutorials.com. And then everybody who goes to this URL will land directly on my landing page. But let's say this is my main website and I don't want to. So when I do this, actually, when I connect this to MailChimp, then people won't be seeing my main website anymore. They will only see my landing page. So if this is your main website, what you want to do is put it on a subdomain. So all I need to do here is type in something like, let's say, content.medicsmedia.com, and then my main website will be untouched and everything will keep working. So this is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to use a subdomain. So I'm going to type in content.medicsmedia.com, and then I'm going to click on submit. And now to connect it to MailChimp, all we have to do is add a CNAME record. Similarly, like in the beginning of the tutorial where I showed you how to authenticate your domain, we have to add this new CNAME record to our DNS settings. So again, wherever you have registered this domain, you have to log in there. So log into your GoDaddy, your Namecheap, your Bluehost, or wherever you have your domain, and add this CNAME record. Now I'm going to show you how to do it with Bluehost, because that's where I have all of my domains. So I'm going to quickly log into Bluehost. Then I go to domains and look for the domain that is relevant for me, which is medicstutorials.com. Then I'm going to go to DNS. And here's where I look for CNAME. So it's right here. And I'm going to click on add record. And here the host record will be what's in front of your domain. So for me, the subdomain should be content.medicstutorials.com. So I would type in content right here. And then points to, this will be that code right here. So copy this and then paste it right into this field, and then click save. And that will add a new CNAME record to your domain. And it does take up to 48 hours until this actually is all set up and working. In my case, it usually takes like 30 minutes until everything is working. And MailChimp will actually send you an email once everything is set up. So you can just wait until you get that email. Like again, for me, it usually takes like 30 minutes. And once everything is done, go back to your MailChimp, click on connect. And then you see here that this content.medicsmediatutorials.com is now connecting. Now, once it's connected, after like a couple of minutes or maybe hours in your case, it will say something like connected. So I've waited now for like 20 minutes, and as you can see now, it says connected right here. So now we can go ahead and put that landing page on this domain or this subdomain right here. So let's go to the left side menu, click on campaigns, and this is where we find our landing pages. So as you can see here, we already have this landing page, YouTube SEO checklist. So let's go to the drop-down arrow, click on edit. And then where it says URL, we want to click on edit URL. And now we're going to choose use custom domain. And obviously this is the only one we have, so this is already pre-selected. So we can now say content.maddoxmedia.com and YouTube SEO checklist. You can also change this to YouTube checklist, whatever makes sense. And then click on save. And now we have our landing page on our own domain, which is this one right here. We can open it and see if everything works. So let's type in, let's say simon4@gmail.com. And then Simon, get instant access to this checklist. This is a success message. Check your email and download this checklist now. Let's see if this contact is now in our audience list. So click on audience, all contacts. And we see simon4@gmail.com is now in our email list. So now that we have created a way for people to sign up to our email list, we want to create an automated email that will be sent out automatically once somebody signs up to our email list. And we're going to call that welcome email. And so in that welcome email, we can just welcome them to our newsletter. We can give them the lead magnet that we have promised them, or just kind of introduce ourselves and tell them what they can expect from our emails in the future. So we can create a simple so-called automation with an email that will be sent out automatically. So we're going to go to create on the top left, click on email, and then we choose automated right here. And then we're going to choose welcome new subscribers. Click on that. And let's name this campaign welcome email. Click begin. Okay, so let's go through these options right here for our welcome email. First of all, this email will be sent to all contacts immediately after they join this audience list right here. So again, when somebody signs up, they will be immediately getting this email that we'll be creating in a moment right now. And this from information just means that what they will see as the from information. So in the beginning of the tutorial, I showed you how to sign up your default from information. So I typed in Simon Maddox Media, and the default email will be simon@maddoxmedia.com. If you want to change that for a specific email, just click on edit from, and then you can change the information right here. Then for the subject, we're going to change this obviously. So I'm going to click on edit subject, and the subject line, let's say something like welcome, and here's your checklist, because let's say this is the lead magnet that I'm giving away for this example. Let's say download, and then the preview text is what they will see next to your subject line. So the preview text, if you don't put anything in here, will be just the first part of your email. But with these softwares, you can just put in whatever you want. And usually you want to put in something that will make them want to click on the email. So for the welcome email, I know that people will look for that email because they will want to download whatever I give away for free. So let's say here's the download link for the checklist. And that will make them actually click on the email. Cool, so let's click on save. And then we can move on to craft the actual welcome email. So click on edit design right here. Okay, so now we are inside of the email editor where we can design our email. So this is kind of the basic template that we can start off with. And if you want to add something into your email, so let's say we want to add an image, all you have to do is just drag it from the right side into your canvas like this. And then once you want to edit it, just click on the block, and then on the right side, there will show up a menu where you can edit all the different content, the style, and also the setting. Once you're done here, click on save and close. And that's basically all you have to know to design your email. So Let's actually go ahead and design a quick welcome email. So I'm going to delete this real quick again. And I don't want to put in a logo either, so I'm going to delete this also. So here the text is, let's change this. So I'm going to click on it, and then the menu opens up. So this might look a bit confusing here. What it basically means is the goal here is that it says hi and then the first name that people have inserted in your registration form. So hi Simon or hi Peter or whatever the first name is. This basically means that if they have a first name, then put the first name, and then the if formula ends right here. So you can leave it at that if you want. It's basically called a merge tag. So if you want to personalize your emails, you can just click on this button right here where it says merge tags. And then you have different options. So you can put in a first name, an email address, a last name, or whatever you want to use to personalize your email. And then you'll see this F name in those brackets right here, which is the same thing that you see right here. So I'm going to leave it at that because I think it's cool. It says hi, and then the first name. And then I'm going to make it say something like, welcome to my email newsletter. And then I usually go with what they can expect from my emails, and then I'm giving them whatever I promised them. So here's the checklist I promised you, and then you can put in a download link. So I just highlight this text, go to the link icon right here, and then you can upload your lead magnet directly to MailChimp. So go to link to, click on file, and then click on upload right here, and then upload your lead magnet. I already have it uploaded right here, so I'm going to click on it, click on insert, and then again click on insert, and then whenever people click on this link, they will see your lead magnet, and then they can download it right here on MailChimp. You can also send the link to your Dropbox folder or your Google Drive or whatever web address you want to. That's really up to you. And then I don't want to spend too much time on crafting this email. It's just to show you how you would create an email. So let's say, have a nice day and talk soon, Simon. Now, obviously you want to spend some time on your first email because that's the first impression, and you want to make sure it's a good first impression, make sure it's authentic, make sure it resonates with your audience. And then once you're done with your email, click save and close. And if you want to, you can also insert like your social media links right here. So you can just click on that and then change all these links to your social media links. If you don't want that, just delete it right here. And again, if you want to insert let's say an image, just drag it in. Your social media links, just drag it in. A button right here, you can also just drag it in here and then change everything as you want to. But I usually keep things simple with my emails, so this is fine for me. So before I finish this email, all I want to do is I go to the top here, click on preview and test, click on enter preview mode. And then you see how this email looks like inside of the inbox. And this is what it looks like on desktop. This is what it looks like on mobile. And you can also use inbox, but then you have to upgrade your account, so you can't really do that with the free version. If everything looks fine, close this again. And maybe you're asking yourself what this is at the bottom right here. I just usually keep this as it is because it's required that you put your physical address right here, and also that you have a link where people can unsubscribe easily from your email list. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. And again, this is what people will see. Basically copyright, then your address or your PO box or your business address, and then a link to add this email address to their address book, which is cool because that increases your delivery rates, and then a link to unsubscribe from your emails. All right. So what you can also do is send a test email to yourself. So if you click on preview and test, send a test email, and then just type in your email right here, click on send test, then you will get an email to your own inbox, and you'll see exactly what people will see when they get this email. So that's a cool feature as well. And then once you are finished, you can click on the bottom right, save and continue. And then you see an overview of everything that you have set up here. So again, send to, from, subject line, and the content. You can click on Start Sending on the top right, Start Now. And now when somebody signs up to our audience, they will get this email immediately. So what we have basically just created is a very simple email automation sequence with just simply one email. Now, if you want to have a sequence with more than one emails, so you want that people sign up and then they will get a couple of emails over the course of like a month or a week or something, then you actually have to upgrade to a paid plan, and then you have access to their email automation feature at its entirety. So I'm going to quickly show you a demo of what you can do with automation, but I'm not really going to go in depth because this is not available for the free version. And for most of you, you will not really need this when you're starting out with email marketing. But I want you to know that this exists, because once you want to take email marketing seriously and you want to build some complex automations, you know that you can do this with MailChimp. So to create an automation sequence, you have to go to the left side here where it says automations, and then click on create and click on customer journey right here. And then you give the journey a name. So let's say this is called onboarding sequence example. Click on start building. And then you have to choose a starting point. So let's say the starting point is again when somebody signs up to your email list. So let's click sign up. And include imported contacts. I wouldn't suggest you tick this because the imported contacts most likely already got a welcome email from you. So I'm just going to click on save starting point. And here you see the visual automation builder. So right now the starting point is they sign up to your audience. And then the first thing you can do is you can send them an email. So all you have to do is just drag in send email to this plus icon right here. And then when you click on this block, you can just prepare the email that you want to send out. So obviously for the onboarding sequence, this would be the first email that you'll be sending out. And then let's say I want to, after they receive this email, I want to make them wait 3 days. And then I'm going to say, I'm going to send the next email. So I'm going to drag in a delay block right here. I'm going to change this to 3 days, save. And then after 3 days, I'm going to send another email. So I'm going to drag another email in right here. And then you can basically build this out to eternity and have an entire kind of automated email journey for your subscribers and your customers. So another quick thing I want to show you as an example here is let's say on the first email, you have a link in there that goes to your free ebook. And then you want to make sure that people who click on the ebook will get another email. Maybe it's like a promotion of your course or something. And everybody who didn't click the ebook, you want to send them another email where you remind them to download your free ebook. So you can use an if and else block, put it in here, and then you can click on it and say campaign activity, clicked, and then any of the last 5 campaigns, click save. And then everybody who clicked the link, which goes to the yes right here, you will send another email, a specific email for them if they are interested in maybe your course or something we want to promote, or just more tips about what is inside of your ebook. And then everybody who didn't click the email, you send another specific email reminding them to download your lead magnet. So you can see that you can really build customized email journeys based on the interaction with your emails. So you can see this is quite powerful, but again, you just have to upgrade to a paid plan to be able to use this feature with more than one email. So I just wanted to quickly show you that this is possible. So in the future, if at some point you want to use this, you know that it's there. All right, so the last thing I want to show you in this tutorial is how to send out newsletter emails to your email subscribers. So maybe you have like a new blog post, maybe you have like a special discount going on, and you just want to let your audience know about that special information. So to create a one-time email, we just quickly close out of this right here. And then we go to the pen icon on the top left where it says create, click on email. And now we just choose the regular option right here. And let's name this campaign special discount, because we're going to create a promotional email about a special discount that we have going on. Click on begin. And here we have to decide on who we will send that email to. So you can click on edit recipients. And right now, the only audience I have is the Maddox Tutorials audience. So I choose this one. And then let's say I only want to send that email to people who have a specific tag. So let's say I want to send it to people who are who have this tag, free ebook website, because those people have signed up on my website and my discount is specifically for those people. So we can kind of segment your audience using tags, or you can also use segments if you have created segments in your audience list. Then click save. And then from information, we're going to leave it as it is. This is the default from information right here. And then the subject line, let's click here. And again, I suggest you don't put something like discount or free or offer in your subject line, because that will trigger the spam alert of a lot of email providers. So let's say something like we're doing something crazy today. And that should entice people to actually click on the email. And maybe preview text. Again, this is what you see next to the subject line. So let's say, you won't believe this. Maybe this is a bit over the top, but whatever. All right, now click save. And then we can go ahead and design the email. So click on design email. And here we have a couple of different design options you can choose from. Now, there are a couple of templates that you can only use when you have upgraded to a paid plan. So this one or this one, you can only use if you're actually a paying customer. But you can pretty much use these basic ones right here, or also the featured ones, these first two. So I'm going to choose this first one right here, because that really fits the content that I want to create an email about. So I'm going to click on that. And that opens up our email editor that we have seen before with our first welcome email. And so let's just create our promotional email right here real quick. Again, I don't want to spend too much time on creating the email, because it's really learning by doing. You can just drag in all the different blocks in right here, then click on the block and then edit everything on the right side. So let's delete this right here. I also don't want to have a logo, so I'm going to delete this as well. So I'm going to insert a picture. So I'm going to click on this pen icon, and then I'm going to click on replace. And I'm going to upload a new picture. So let's choose this one, because this will be about a discount, so a sale. And then we'll just input it right here. You can also change the size of the picture right here. And let's change this to check out our crazy discounts today. And then I'm also going to change the button text to, let's say, save money now. And let's change the color as well. So I'm going to go to style, button text style, button style, background. Let's make it green like this. Okay, that's good. Then I'm going to delete this right here. So it's going to be a very simple email. Probably you want to spend some more time on it again, and kind of put some more content in here to really make them want to go to your website. All right, so once you've finished your email, again, you can always preview it on the top right here and to enter preview mode, see how it looks on desktop, see how it looks on mobile. And also you can send yourself a test email by clicking on send a test email, send it to yourself right here and see if everything looks good. And then once you're ready, click on continue on the top right. And then you can again see if everything looks correct right here. Click on, like when you have a paid plan, you can schedule this email as well. So if you want to have this be sent out in like 5 days, you can click on schedule right here. But when you're a free user, you can only send it immediately. So that's what we're going to do now. So I'm going to click on send right here. And right now it will be sent to 2 subscribers. That's fine. So I'm going to click on send. All right, perfect. So now the email has been sent out. And after some time, what you can do is you can click on reports right here on the left side, and you can check out how many people have opened your emails, how many people have clicked on your email, and all that kind of stuff. If you want to see a more in-depth report, just click on view report right here, and then you will see some more information about clicks per unique opens, last opened. It's pretty much self-explanatory right here, but this will be really interesting once you have a couple of subscribers and once you have sent out a couple of emails, so you can see what really works good, what gives you a high open rate, which email subjects give you a high open rate, and what emails don't perform as well, and then you can adjust your email marketing with this information. So that's pretty much it for this MailChimp tutorial for beginners. I hope it helped you out getting started with this email marketing provider. Again, if you still have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section. I read every comment that I get, and I do my best to answer all of your questions the best I can and help you out with your email marketing. If it actually was helpful to you, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up, because it really helps with the YouTube algorithm so that more people can find this video and the video can help out even more people. So that's basically it. If you want to see more tutorials from me, you can also subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.